Look who's in the reject bin. It's the raggy dolls. Raggy dolls. Raggy dolls. Raggy dolls. Dolls like you and me. Raggy dolls. Raggy dolls.
Day one of Bangernomics.
Hello.
Hello. We're going to do the things that I think this thing's going to need to get it through an MOT.
Times one new Honda Accord.
Come on, it's faith. So naturally, I'm waiting on Hermes because Hermes stroke every are useless and have tried to deliver parts all weekend and now haven't bothered trying to deliver today. They probably went, guy doesn't want these and put them in the bin, like they do every single time I order, and they use Hermes to deliver. So I can't do the backs because the parts I'm waiting for the backs are the wheel bearings. So I've got disc and pads to go on, no point in doing that job twice. So I'm going to kick off with the front. Task 1. Does this have locking wheel nut keys?
I thought you thought it was locking.
I don't think it does either. So we should be okay. So task 1, discs off of the front. Already we've found that they're held in with not one, but 2 Phillips head screws. So I am skipping straight to the point. Daniel seems to think this is a bit severe.
It's a bit. You could at least try.
We're using a reverse driver, right? This is a reverse drill. So if it bit at any point, it would have took it out. The head's gone. So I was right.
You're gone.
I'll fucking told you. Hey, yeah. Oh. I'm gonna use my new tool.
Rust.
What new tool? I know there's rust.
A rust removal tool.
No, because if we remove rust, it'll be nothing left, and that worries me. Look. New ratchet. They come out, that's good.
That's a good start. It's just kind of luring you into thinking that it's not going to come
a real false sense of security that this is going to work. Wait until I line back the caliper. Lining back the caliper, that'll be the fun bit. Also, just before we jump to a montage, I should point out that for the MX-5, we've been, 90s dance classic, because it's a bit of a 90s dance classic car. In the Land Rover, we had 90s Britpop, because it's a 90s British car. I'm kind of been at a loss for the music genre that goes with an old man spec Honda Accord. So we'll try this.
Are we surprised?
I'm not surprised.
This doesn't want to come off. Good old persuasion tool.
I really love to be alone without
It is a bit stiff.
April.
There's a lot of fucking springy noises here that I don't like.
What's going on there?
Clearly.
It's a wee bit.
These are the 4th set of pads that this one disc has ever seen.
Yeah,
in its
there's a
life.
wee bit of a lip there.
So we'll do a disc.
The outside of the disc looks good. The inside, I bet you, does not look good.
Not so much. Oh man, have a look at the outside of that CD joint. That's some catastrophic corrosion.
Oh wow! It's actually corroded so much that it's then rubbed off of the knuckle. It's actually expanded in size.
Strong Japanese saloon cars.
To be fair, the funny thing is it still drives mint.
Honestly, I'm doing this just because I'm worried that you might not like the look at it. It brakes fine.
Do they sliders move?
Yeah, they're in the car. They're the thingy.
Oh, the good ones?
Yeah, they do work. What do you reckon about the disc coming off?
Hammer. Oh wow, actually.
So it's had discs in its life as well.
That's surprising.
Do we just get rid of this dust guard right now? Before it becomes...
No, it's still there.
It's going to become a noise, isn't it? I mean... Nah, it's good. That.
Well,
Just take it off. How'd you get the dust guard off? I just removed it
quick release.
by hand. Whee.
I'm not going to check them against the old disc. He's going for it. Just going for it. Just gonna.
I don't want to get them dirty.
Just going
Make
for
it
it.
rust on them. Obviously they're wrong.
Oh, that was lucky we checked that. It's just plug and play.
It's plug and play. I'll have to make that joke and then do like the 280s and these are going to be 310s. Well, 300s. 300. Right, why are you 300s?
Why does cord
Like 300
need
mil.
300 millimeters?
Is it maybe just rust that's swollen them out to that size?
I highly doubt that.
There's absolutely no point in doing anything further here.
Yes.
Because I'm just going to toast pads. Oh, well, we'll look at the pads.
Yeah, see if they're the right pads.
Chances are,
They're the pads for the small discs.
no, pads are the same.
Oh, well that's good.
I should really just take a disc off the back and check that, I'll take the wheel off.
I'll just
check-
take the wheel off, yeah.
Check the size. Bastard.
It's just plug and play though. Well, that's the end of that.
That's the end of the good clean fun. Now we're into the fucking bad dirty fun. Some people prefer.
That's plenty.
Such as Craig.
That's
Who's
fucking
a dirty fun
plenty
guy.
of that.
Here, at least we know they come off.
Yeah, come on. And they go back on?
Probably. I'm not going to go put them on too tight though, because they're coming off again soon.
Don't even f***ing start those sort of
Eyeballs,
jokes.
see the eyeballs that you don't get to see because he's holding the camera right now? They'll be getting talked to the correct Honda specification.
Yes.
Don't buy cars, kids. Just get on the electric bus like the government wants you to. Because these are just a pain in the arse. Should I explain while I'm licking my wounds here what the principles of Bangernomics are? Are you familiar with the principles of Bangernomics?
Yeah, but I'm not sure if you're following them.
Why?
Cause you're improving it.
No. I have to improve it. Like, I've got no choice here. So the idea of Bangernomics, well, you explain to me your thoughts on what Bangernomics are from the camera.
Well, my idea was that you buy something like this for as little money as possible,
Yes.
then run it for as long as possible, for as little money as possible. Then you go buy a load of parts.
I've got to buy the parts to get to an MOT. So my approach to it, right? Oh, we'll take a break. So the cameraman's got some coffee.
It's alright, wait a minute, let's...
So my idea with it is, if you can spend $1,000 a year on motoring, that's the same as the depreciation on a new build tech car.
Yeah,
Right? So that's Bangernomics. So basically you get your motoring for free, because all you're doing is paying off, like you get a car for free, and you're not landed with a tech bill.
yeah.
That's it. The depreciation of $1,000 a year is the same as what you just paid for the car for a year. So it's free motoring in a way. Well, kind of. So I've paid £800 for this. And clearly £200 is no longer in the window when I have to buy any discs when I've done the work. But
I suppose the question is, how much is like a train ticket or a bus pass for the year?
there's no amount of money people can pay me to get a bus pass.
No, but that's what I'm saying. It's like, you know, like everyone obviously does it because of the, well, the only thing is now because of the whole low emission zone thing, isn't it?
So you're less compliant.
Well, there you go. See, right, okay, so there you go. Right, so that's a good argument, right? So this.
Actually, be less compliant. We're gonna go look at the Glasgow equivalency.
Do you want me to Google it?
Yeah, go Google it.
I'm not Google it right now. I don't know if you can even get a yearly one. Right, there you go. Okay,
Right. So a
It's-
year's bus pass for Glasgow.
annual. Okay,
Yeah.
is £758.
Bus pass. Tell me again, Tory how public transport's cheaper than driving.
I suppose you still need to factor fuel though.
If you can get over a year, the next year you're offset your fuel bill.
Yes, there you go. Yep. So you need to get
So the
two
challenge
years.
of
2
buying
years.
The challenge isn't just to get a year.
You need two.
It's to rinse it for as long as humanly possible.
Yeah. But I mean, I suppose there's also the thing here, right, of the convenience factor of you don't get
Bus
so
doesn't take you to your house.
yeah. You don't have to wait on it.
Bus doesn't sit outside Tesco when you're buying your shopping.
No. You don't have to wait for it.
The bus doesn't have aircon. You can't take.
It's not on a timetable. You know, you just get in the car when you need to get in the car.
You can't fit your friends in your bus pass.
No.
You can't leave the city on your bus pass.
No. Well, I think you might be able to with that one, but I don't think it'd be much fun.
This doesn't stop to pick other people up.
True.
In this, the most important thing for me though, is within this vehicle, you will not find scum. I guarantee you on every bus trip, there'll be scum. And they'll be wankered, and they'll be giving it the whole, yeah right mate, is there any f***ing t***s on this bus? I've not had a fight today, I've got some smack. Every bus trip.
It's not as if this is a lucky find. There is lots of cars like this available. You need to be prepared to get your hands dirty. So I suppose that's the big drawback against this. If you're not handy with the spanners, then it's really not viable, is it?
Can you keep this ramp, by the way, right? So as you've noticed, we've now got a new ramp because the other ramp kept dropping cars and cars. So this ramp is hydraulic, which is good because it means it's got interlocks.
Yeah, you need
on one of the legs.
Yeah, could that? Right, okay, let me pull the string.
Okay.
We are safe.
One interlock. Some may argue that's actually unsafer than having none. Because at least if you've got none, it'll go like directly to the ground. One just means it tips it on.
Barrel roll.
Yeah, okay, there is a hole, I'll grant you, but what you could do is what some of our friends do, which is just buy your banger and then out of nowhere, without having any prior communication, contact somebody you used to know who's handy with a spanner. Alright mate, I know I've not spoken to you in 5 years, how's it going? ... Can you put this and pass in my Honda Accord for me? For free? And then I'll never speak to you again after you've done it. What do you mean no? I thought you were my mate. So there's that option. That helps the Bangernomics game, doesn't it? Do you know, or the classic, Tools and Track classic.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what would be really good content?
Yeah, the old
the
old content one.
Absolutely fucking not.
Tell me.
Anybody watching this,
Tell me what.
Alright mate, haven't spoken to you in 5 years, love your channel. Do you know what would be really good content considering I've not got an MOT in my car anymore? F off.
There's a lot of ranting going on today. Oh dear.
These could benefit from getting done now if they're the right discs, regardless of having new bearings.
Those pistons are going to wind straight back in.
Well, this makes sense. Oh, these are bigger as well. Look.
Stop. No, they surely not.
Yeah. Like 10 mil, but they're bigger. They are, aren't they? Oh, they're 260 as well.
It's just your eyeballs playing tricks.
Is that parallax error again? Or are they smaller than 260? No, because it's only 260 and 280, yeah. Right, we've just been kind of debating.
Yeah.
The 300mm brakes are only really the 2.4. But that's the 2 litre.
Maybe it was a facelift. Maybe it was a facelift thing. After a certain time period.
Is that a facelift?
Well, I think Brian's one was the one before that, like the kind of pre-facelift one.
Or maybe it's a 2.4.
I don't know. Maybe we should find out.
Yeah, let's have a look. No, it says K20, so also rust.
We've just kind of managed to defy the laws of physics here, because these are stuck solid, like stuck, but yet it's not binding. How does that work?
I think I'd start considering the bus at this point.
Yeah, your argument is slowly waning away, isn't it?
It's starting to rust quicker than the fucking car did.
You started off strong, I'll give you that. Your argument did start off strong with some good benefits.
Aye.
Now it's
there was heart in it. Heart in it. But
It's now slowly wavering away to that 786 quid for the bus pass is probably not that bad a deal.
I hope I've got the right discs now, haven't I? I think I can get these out in one shot. That's good.
Interesting.
Straight as a die.
It's plug and play.
At some point soon we're going to film the context behind just plug and play.
Yeah.
Don't really want to unbury the lead quite just yet.
We have done well with plug and play stuff. It's essentially almost everything that we've bought that's advertised as plug and play has not been plug and play in any way, shape, or form.
So I'll find a new groove, it's fine. Right, so a wee tools and track top tip here. What I've got at the moment is a bit of a problem. You might crop up with this if doing brakes. One rounded off caliper carrier retaining bolt. So this spins in here. So normally you would undo that with locking this, but most of the time these are stiff enough that this re-bolt should come out on its own. However, today that is not possible. Now I've tried easy outs, I've tried all sorts of things. It's a very fine flush-headed bolt. Nothing's gripping that. So realistically, the only option available to me is to cut it. Now, as luck would have it, I've ordered sliders, but you may not have sliders. So tip number one, I have got the bolt out of the top one. So if I was being proper minge bag, what I would probably do is go and find another one of those, chop the head off of this guy, take the whole caliper off, take the slider out and see if I can get another bolt to match, and that gets my brakes back in the road. However, you do run the risk of that not actually working, because if it turns out that it's seized within the slider, you've just disabled the brake caliper. So plan B, if you want to be really minge bag about it, is that I have enough with one out to be able to back that off, slide it off, deal with this stuck in here, wind it back, put new discs in, and then slide that back on, or alternatively assemble the whole carrier and caliper and slide it all on from here down with the brakes wound back, and that puts my brakes back together. But the problem with that is at some point in the future you're still going to have to deal with that, and the next mechanic that has to work in your car will not be your friend. So let's try the simple steps to see about resolving this.
Driving down an endless road, taking friends or moving alone. Pleasure at the fairground on the way. It's always friends that feel so good. Let's make amends.
Ready for the next rant? Removed ball joint. As you can see, 90-degree supply joint. As you can see, 180 degrees. What are we going to do about it? I'll let you guess.
And I love the thought of coming home to you, even if I know we can make it. Yes, I love the thought of giving hope to you, just a little ray of light.
Voila. We were slightly over budget. I think I'm... I mean, yeah, there's. I mean, we're still more or less $1,000 for.
So what was the original, what it needed?
We were thinking like drop links in the back and brakes. So it's had brakes, not had fronts because they don't fit. It's had rear drop links fitted. It's had a wheel bearing fitted. It's had a front arm fitted because I eventually found that the top ball joint was away. That was only 20 quid, to be fair.
That was quite good.
Yeah, I mean, we can allow that.
20 quid for a brand new top arm.
Yeah, fitting it wasn't. Because I'm not, it's the whole thing, I can't even be arsed telling you, but that's been like a grand. So the good news is it's more or less ready for an MOT. The bad news is it's still not, because after doing all of that, and let's be honest, having to cut off the rear drop links, I think I've maybe chopped the ABS
So you got
sensor.
another fall.
Because the ABS light's on. But I mean, that's not the car's fault. That's not Bangernomics' fault. That's probably just my fault. But
These things happen.
rust is definitely the fault, because they would have gunned off otherwise. The next time we touch on this, we will try and MOT it, because there's nothing more of interest on a Honda Accord other than seeing if we can succeed Bangernomics. So
And look at it.
And I'm not spending any more on it because that's Bangernomics 101.
For £1,000, it is a lot of car.
It's a lot of car for £1,000.
Leather interior,
Aircon,
cruise control,
heated seats.
heated seats.
Yeah, why wouldn't you? Why
It's got
wouldn't you?
what does it not have that a modern car has? That you actually need to drive, you know.
The entertainment system, to be fair, is pretty much radio too.
Yeah.
But I mean, it still makes noise, so it's fine.
Are all of the stations just preset to radio 2?
Radio 4 might be in there as well if you can get it. So, yes, the bet is, will the rust be a problem for the MOT? Next time we touch on this, we'll find out. In the meantime, like, bell, subscribe, patreon.com/steelsandtrack. Tommy out, Danny out, bye.